I like both of Godin's videos, but I have two issues with each of the videos. The first was in his discussion about tribes, and I think one of the things that he kind of missed was that I think that both politics and sales and everything else that has to do with large numbers of people has always been all about tribes. But the problem is the scope and the reach of those tribes in getting things done. And I don't think it's quite the rosy picture he paints of the power of the individual. I don't think that's the case at all. Because while yeah, it is possible for individuals to sort of see a larger trend and capitalize on that trend, that's possible. But I don't think this is the case of where one man's will can become law simply by virtue of his own you know skill with managing people. I don't think that's the case at all. The example of the ASPCA guy, I think he was addressing something that a lot of people felt, and there was sort of a cultural undercurrent in this, and there were a lot of people that could be mobilized to be passionate about that subject. But he obviously, in that regard, that made his tribe very very wide reaching, and I don't think that's the case for a lot of other social movements. Um, Another thing is his sort of his talk about being remarkable or about standing out. Um, I'm going to agree with some of the other commenters in saying, well, no, duh. I mean, that's what marketing is all about: is distinguishing yourself from your competitors. And granted that sort of tends to sort of converge. In his example was packaging design, where you can't really tell one from another. But I mean that's sort of always been the point, is to distinguish yourself from others.